Hey, this is Randy. It's time to learn some advanced polynomial addition and subtraction. So we are told if L is equal to 6c cubed minus 4c plus 5 and q is equal to negative c cubed plus 2c plus 1, what is the value of L plus q? Well, we know already what is L, and we know already what is q, so we just need to add those two polynomials, and we will be at our answer. So we know that L is 6c cubed minus 4c plus 5. And I'm going to put this in parentheses here. And now we're going to say plus that entire polynomial, which they use q to represent. So we're going to say plus, then we have negative c cubed plus 2c plus 1. So now, because we're adding these two polynomials, we can ignore all the parentheses. So I'm going to erase those so that we can just have a slightly simpler looking expression. And now let's combine like terms. So we have 6c cubed and negative c cubed will combine. We have negative 4c and 2c will combine. And we have 5 and 1, which will combine. So we'll start with the c cubed terms. So 6c cubed minus c cubed is going to be 5c cubed. And then negative 4c plus 2c is going to be negative 2c. And then 5 plus 1 is 6. And right now we cannot combine any more like terms, so that is our final simplified answer, which is the value of L plus Q. Now this second example is quite similar, but you'll see that we are subtracting this time. So we have the same L as before and the same Q as before, but we need to subtract them instead of add them. So let's write out L once again. I'll pause it here and write out the expression, and then we'll continue. So there's that same L that we had before. I'm going to start it in parentheses. And then this time we need to say minus, and then I'll write out the entire expression for Q, and then we'll continue. Okay, now, as we've discussed, we can ignore the parentheses on this first expression because there is no negative or number in front of that expression, right? But when we have a negative right here in front of this expression, we need to distribute that negative as if it's a negative 1 to everything inside this set of parentheses. So another way to think about that is that we're just going to change the sign in front of every one of those terms. That's the same thing as distributing the negative. So let's rewrite all of this with that negative distributed. So we're going to once again say 6c cubed minus 4c plus 5. And then this this term with the sign change is going to be plus c cubed. And then we have minus 2c. And then we have minus 1, right? Because if we have a negative 1 times this negative 1, that'll give us the positive, right? And then if we have, let's see here, a negative 1 times a positive 2, it will be a negative 2, so there's the negative, right? And then if we have a negative 1 times this positive 1, that will give us a negative 1, which we have right here. So now all we need to do is combine like terms. So we have, let's see here, 6c cubed plus c cubed will be 7c cubed. So let's write that here, 7c cubed. And then let's see here, we have negative 4c minus 2c will be negative 6c minus 6c. And then this time we have 5 minus 1 is going to give us 4. So plus 4. And at this point, we cannot combine any more like terms. So 7c cubed minus 6c plus 4 is the simplified value of L minus Q. So for this third and last example, we're going to have to exercise our ability to convert language into mathematical expression. So first, let me read this, and then we'll talk about how to write this correctly. So it says subtract negative f cubed plus 2f plus 3 from 6f cubed plus 8. Okay, think of it like this. If I'm going from, let's say, Los Angeles to, let's say, New York, right? So I'm going to say LA and New York. If I'm going from LA to New York, where do I start? I start in LA, right? So we're going to start this expression with the 6f cubed plus 8. So let's write 6f cubed plus 8 right down here. 6f cubed plus 8. Now we need to minus this first expression, which we compared to New York, right? The place where we're going. So we're going to say minus, then we have negative f cubed plus 2f plus 2f plus 3. And now we're looking at an expression that we're very familiar with, right? We've done this kind of thing before. So we're just going to distribute this -1 to each of those, right? Or we're just going to change the sign of each term inside this second set of parentheses, and then we'll combine like terms. So let's write this first expression again. We have 6f cubed plus 8. And then we're going to change this sign to positive. So it's going to be plus f cubed plus f cubed. And then change this sign to negative, so it will be minus 2f. And lastly, change this sign to negative, and that will be minus 3. All right, very good. Now let's combine like terms. We have 6f cubed and f cubed, and those are being added, so that will give us 7f cubed. 7f cubed. Let's try to rewrite that exponent again. 7f cubed. There we go. And then we have, let's see here. We have an 8 and a minus 3, but I'm going to go with the f term first. Here we have a negative 2f, right? And there's no other f terms. So we're just going to rewrite minus 2f. And you'll see that I did that so that we have our final expression in standard form with the exponents going in descending order from biggest to smallest. And lastly, we still have the 8 and the minus 3, like we mentioned before. So 8 minus 3 is 5. So plus 5, just like that. Let's try that again, plus 5. Okay, very good. So as usual, the question is now, can we combine any more like terms in this final expression? And the answer is no, which means that we have just subtracted negative f cubed plus 2f plus 3 from 6f cubed plus 8. And that is our final answer. And now that we've finished that example, we are finished with a video on advanced polynomial addition and subtraction. And remember to always be clever.